I'm DeMarlo, and this is my quick 10-step guide on how not to get scammed while doing public meetups for your sales. Step number 1, typically when you do your first listing, anyone that contacts you within the first 10 minutes is usually a scam, so be wary. Unless you know for a fact that it is a high ticket item like a brand new pair of Jordans for a cheap price or a great TV for a cheap price, and people are really toppling over each other to get to it, they're probably scamming you. Step number 2, when you do get a listing offer, always check the person's profile to see if if they don't have any friends, that's a red flag. If they don't have a profile picture, that's a red flag. And one of the easiest red flags to find out is if they live in another state and they're trying to do a public meetup with you. Huge red flag. Step number 3, never exchange phone numbers. There's no reason for anyone to need your phone number when every single app that you do resales through has its own communication. You want to keep that tracking within that app as much as possible for history and tracking, because if something happens, the company can actually go look it up. Facebook can look it up. Macari can look it up. Whoever it is, they can always go look and see, okay, you were talking to this person about this where you were supposed to be, this what you were supposed to do. If you do that within your phone, they can't look that up. Step number 4, always ask the buyer what type of vehicle would they be in. They'll just say like, I'm in a red Toyota, I'm in a black truck. That way you know what type of car to be looking out for so you can be ready for it when it pulls up. Step number 5, pick a place that you're comfortable with to do the actual meetup. I usually choose a police station. That way I know that there's either going to be a camera there or there's usually someone inside working. That way you always have some sort of way of someone having your back. Number 6, screenshot the vehicle information and the location to someone that you trust. That way someone knows, okay, they were supposed to be meeting at this location at this time. The person was supposed to be in this kind of car. What happened? Step number 7, arrive early. Be there as early as you could possibly be so you can scope out the area and be sure that there's no extra person that might be watching you or waiting for you. Number 8, park in a spot that's visible for anybody that might be driving past or walking past. That way, if something happens, there's usually someone that might actually get a view of what happened. Step number 9, park in an orientation to where you can actually have full view of everyone that's around you. Any cars, anybody walking by. Because I've had once before where I was in my phone, not paying attention, and I looked up and the buyer was already standing in front of my car, which is not safe at all. And last but not least, step number 10, if it feels sketchy, cut and run. Get out of there. Do not stay there if you don't feel safe. If you feel like someone may be watching you, if you feel like this person isn't up to code or whatever it may be, just get out. No money is worth your life. This whole step plan is for you to be safe. So make it home safe is priority number 1.